Hi. So, I just want to do like a six month, like half of the year check in, and kind of see where we've come so far. So, um, this year we started out great. It was 2020. Everyone was really excited, to start a new decade. Everyone had goals and dreams and wishes and plans to have this great big year, and then just kind of month by week, everything kind of shifted and changed. And this year has been really like an emotional roller coaster. There's just been ups and downs, and trying to manage and trying to kind of catch your breath. And I think there's been a couple things that have helped me to stay grounded as much as possible. So number one, I think the most important thing that has helped me to stay grounded and focused and positive is moving my body. It's my dog. Moving my body. I have probably 6 out of the 7 days of the week have maintained some sort of consistency, whether it's walking, swimming, running, bike riding, hiking. I've done something for at least 30 minutes a day, and I've seen a significant change in how I'm able to kind of take on the day, how I'm able to parent, work, homeschool, with distance learning, virtual learning, whatever you want to call it, while I'm working from home, cook all the meals while I'm working and helping the kids with school and all that stuff. And so I think that has been the number one game changer. And last year I ran 364-ish miles, and I thought it was this huge goal, right? And this year I met that 364, I passed it, 365 miles by August, the beginning of August. And so it just shows you how much running is so good to kind of motivate you through hard times, because it lets energy out and it just makes you feel better, and it gives you more energy to get more things done. That kind of hand in hand with drinking your water. And I know everyone hears this all the time and it's annoying, and everyone's like tired of hearing to drink your water and move your body and eat healthy and yada yada yada. But there's a reason why everybody tells you that. It's because it works, and you do feel good, and you do change your mindset, and you do have a different outlook on how you're feeling, how your body's functioning. So just drink your water. It's so important. And I think one of the biggest struggles right now is most people don't have babysitters. They don't have people to watch their kids, just because everyone's really social distancing and trying to stay within their unit that they're living in so they don't spread any germs and things like that because of COVID. And so a lot of the times what me and Hugo used to do is like, hey, let's take the kids and go see a movie. Let's take the kids and drop them off at Grandma and Grandpa's or Nana and Tata's house. And we can't do that anymore. And so we've really had to pivot and figure out other ways to do things. So we're not losing our minds. Our kids are not losing their minds. And so we're all kind of just still enjoying life, because I'm not ready to throw 2020 in the books. Like, I'm not one of those people that's like, I can't wait till 2021. That's just not me. Like, I'm going to be present, and I'm going to live in this moment, and we're going to figure out how to still enjoy life. Like, you only get so many years with your kids, and so those years, every year is a new stage and a new experience and a new opportunity to kind of get to know who they are and develop their personality and encourage them in who they want to be. And so it's just I'm just not willing to throw a whole year away. I'm really not. And so I've figured out ways that have helped us to still do that. And one of those is still going outside and still having fun and still traveling, but not being around people. So it looks different, but it's still things that we value and we choose to put first as a family. And some funny things that I've noticed this year in 2020 is identify your triggers because once you know your triggers, you know how you're going to respond, and you know whether if somebody brings up a topic and you know how you're going to be like, oh, this makes me feel really anxious, or this makes me depressed, or this makes me get angry. Like, know your triggers and know you. Like, sit with yourself and figure out what makes you tick, what makes you happy, what makes you laugh. Those types of things are so important to know because then you can control your response when people bring up topics that they don't know are your triggers. So that is a good one. And it's so funny because lately it's been school and talking about school, what school's going to look like, because the spring semester was just I don't even know what to call it. It was a mess because COVID happened right at spring break for our kids' school, and then we knew we weren't going to go back. And so it was like, we're not going to go back. We don't know what it's going to look like. Good luck. And I have 3 kiddos in school. So how am I supposed to work from home and manage my 3 kiddos' schedules? Because it was in the spring, second, first, and pre-K. Those are not independent workers. You're not in high school. You're not in middle school. They need hands-on. They need reminders. They need, hey, did you log into your Zoom meeting? Oh, I don't know my Zoom. Like, you have to do most of the, like, technological stuff. Oh, it was crazy. So I knew that that was going to be a trigger as we got closer to this school year. And it was just like, okay, I'm going to talk about it when I'm in a good state, when I'm not tired, when I'm not hungry, when I'm just happy. So it's not so like overwhelming, this loom and gloom type of situation. And surprisingly, this first week, we just passed our first week of school. It's gone pretty smoothly. It's a little bit like pushing, like hurting cats would probably be the best way to explain it, but I know it's a trigger for me because of what happened in the spring and how it looked, and it was crazy. And so I knew I was front loading and making sure that the kids have space where it's like no distractions, clean lines, things that don't make your brain go like this, squirrel, all that stuff. So know your triggers. It's super important. And then lastly, I would say don't stop doing what you love to do. You can still find a way to do what you love to do. An example. Like deep down in my heart, travel. Like I love to travel. And so initially, when we were not stuck at home, it was the stay-at-home orders. I was like, oh. So we would still walk around our neighborhood. I would go on runs. We would take the kids to the park, but they wouldn't play at the playground. We would bring like a baseball or something like that. And so after that, when it kind of opened up a little bit more, I was like, let's explore Arizona. Like, there's so many places in Arizona that are outdoors that we can go to that people are not there, or if they are there, there's enough space to distance yourself. And that's when we started kind of brainstorming within that, like, we could do that, like, we can go get a boat. You can easily social distance yourself and be on a boat all day with your family and have an awesome time. You can go camping. You can go just off-roading, like, and explore different areas. And so this year, if it teaches you anything, it teaches you to be creative and to be resilient and to kind of narrow down as to what your family values, goals, and dreams are, and just to stay consistent with them. And that, I think, is why it's not been as hard as I thought it was going to be. So, hope that's helpful.